Second week of December. Vespers going on in the church. Desks are full with common faces and known faces. Stop, Father! Father, stop! Comes the most energetic person of the residential junction, piercing that divine silence. God doesn't exist. God doesn't exist. It's a false belief. He cried awfully. One of the clergymen said, "Is he drunk?" The other answered suspiciously, "Probably not." "Calm down, gentle persons, calm down," the bishop requested. A murmur emerged from the sea of silence. "What happened to you, my child? What happened? Why is this turbulence inside you?" asked the father. Oh Father, I am devastated. Shubhendu Paul has lost his mother, his job, everything, Father, everything. I have lost everything. He falls down on his knees and weeps bitterly. "Her soul may rest in peace." The father sighs in grief and picks Shubhendu by holding his shoulders. Bishop, though actually stunned, composed himself. All the clergymen also sighed in grief. Everyone marched towards Shubhendu's house with a slackened gesture. Father consoling the disheartened boy and asking him about the tragedy. That very morning, as usual, when Shubhendu was ready to head for his office, which is at a distance of around 35 kilometers from his house, he told his mother that when he comes back, do keep the sweets ready as his chances of promotion are prominent. He took his breakfast, offered prayers for his promotion as well as his mother's health, as his mother suffered from a heart attack few days ago. He hugged his mom and waved for the last time. He reached office on time, and due to immense happiness, he gave 100 rupees tip to the gatekeeper and entered with a vibrant and rejuvenated face. He started his work just like any other day, very happily. The day progressed. He was waiting for the call from the boss's room, but when the clock struck 4 and sun was about to set, completely unaware of the fact that the sun in his life is also about to set, he was preparing to leave for home. The boss called him. Shubhendu, thinking of his promotion, knocked the door. "Sir, may I enter?" The boss gazed at him from tip to toe, and twitching his facial muscles, he said, "You are fired, Shubhendu Paul." Turning Shubhendu's thoughts upside down, totally flabbergasted, Shubhendu asked in despair and a squeaky voice, Pardon me, sir? Pardon?" "Yes, you are out of the job." All dreams and hopes shattered in a moment. But why, Chief? "All your ill deeds have been mentioned in this letter. Read it. You will come to know. And yes, get out of my office before you read this." the boss said, pointing fingers and in a harsh manner. Shubhendu gazed at him with wet, watery eyes and took his steps back. Weeping slowly, he left the office, thinking of that huge obstacle in his smooth sail. Before going home, on his way, he met his beloved Deepshikha, who was on par with a princess, so pretty and beautiful. She was the daughter of a very rich person. "Hey Shubhendu, congratulations for your promotions!" she exclaimed. A dejected Shubhendu said, No promotion, Deepshikha. Everything is just finished. What? Deepshikha snatched the letter from her beloved's hand, and in the letter Shubhendu was charged of embezzlement of 1 lakh rupees, and that was the reason he was thrashed out of the job. Deepshikha was in complete shock. Did you really? No dear, no. Can I do this? Shubhendu uttered in complete disagreement. Yes, love, yes. I trust your dignity. Let that foolish boss suffer the loss of an honest person. Do not worry, Shubhendu. You will definitely get a good and a better job than this. Shubhendu composed himself. They bid adieu to each other. Shubhendu proceeded towards his home. There something more devastating was waiting for his welcome. He found his mother, pale yellow, dead, as soon as he reached his home. He could just gaze at the corpse of his mother, see the reflection of his childhood in the wrinkles on her face. And thus, due to anger and grief, he ran to the church where the clergyman and father consoled him. The coffin has now been taken to the burial site. The bishop offers the holy prayers, holding a crucifix. The earth engulfs the coffin, and Shubhendu's mother leaves for her heavenly abode. The ever-energetic soul of Shubhendu becomes a dried leaf. Days pass by. Time heals the wounds of that tragic loss. Shubhendu regains somehow his energy and vigor, but becomes a complete atheist. After 6 months again, he starts searching for a job. He comes to know that he was fired from the previous job because of his boss's policies in nepotism. In the meanwhile, he and Deepshikha get married. Shubhendu can only call Deepshikha as his soulmate because every relative of Shubhendu, every kith and kin, they have withdrawn their hands in these times of hardship and gloom. Adding to the series of grievances, Shubhendu is not able to get a job because of the false allegations. He nearly loses all his faiths. But due to Deepshikha's essence of love, he goes on struggling. After a few days, Deepshikha also surrenders in front of Shubhendu's misfortunes and leaves for her father's house, as she was treated like a princess since childhood, and all this is nearly unbearable for her. Shubhendu's condition got worse, so much that he is not able to have a 2 square meal. Ultimately, Deepshikha divorces him. Now Shubhendu has only one belonging, that is his house. But unable to pay the rent, he has to lose that even. He is now left with nothing but the memoirs written on his heart's deserted shore. Only his shadow is his companion now. All the desires, all the worries, all the ambitions, every goal, every wish, all have dried up now. He is empty, but he is also free from every worldly misery and every joy. He is filled with vacuum and void. He has lost everything, but has gained eternity of not having anything. He has acquired true happiness, or it is just a fragile one. The same scene repeats itself after a year's gap. Second week of December, Vespers going on. Same faces are praying. God is great, Father, God is great. Comes Shubhendu crying with joy like a lunatic, breaking the silence. I have experienced the aroma of true happiness, Father, exclaims he. Everyone in the prayer hall gives a calm smile. Shubhendu shouted, God is only an illusion to mortal beings in extreme sentiments. God is only an illusion to mortal beings in extreme sentiments. Everyone turns back, but Shubhendu was nowhere, and everyone's ears were ringing with an echo. Who is the happiest?